So in the last slide, I said x plus 3 plus this stuff. It's x plus 3 times x cubed minus 4x squared plus 12x minus 16. So I apologize for the confusion there. Okay, now on step 4, we're going to use polynomial division again to divide the top row, or this stuff here on the right, by our other factor, which is x minus 2. So I make my polynomial area model, put the x minus 2 on the left, the x cubed stuff on the bottom, start off with the x cubed, and again, we toggle back and forth. So we got our x squared, negative 2x squared, but we wanted negative 4, so we need 2 more negatives. Figure out the top, multiply it by the bottom, gives us 4x's, but we wanted 12. So we need 8 more, 8 on the top, we get our negative 16. So here we are all matched up. So at this point we have 0 equals x plus 3, our first factor that we used, times x minus 2, our second factor that we used, times x squared minus 2x plus 8. To finish off, we set each part of our long factored polynomial here equal to 0. So I'll start with the x plus 3. I move my 3 over, I get x equals negative 3. X minus 2 equals 0. I move my negative 2 over, I get x equals 2. And these two are the same numbers that we started with, so that should be no surprise. Now we're going to deal with the x squared minus 2x plus 8. I set that equal to 0, and I see that it's not easily factored. You can play around with the boxes if you like, but it won't factor nicely. So we're going to need the quadratic formula. X equals negative b, so negative of negative 2. A is 1, b is negative 2, c is 8. They go right in order, assuming that your exponents are in order. So I have negative of negative, plus or minus the square root of b squared, so negative 2 squared, minus 4 times a is 1 times c is 8, all over 2a. We start to simplify this. I'm cleaning up my double negative here with making that a positive 2, plus or minus negative 2 squared. Negative 2 times negative 2 is a positive 4. 4 times 8 times 1 is all 32 with a minus sign in between. 4 minus 32 is negative 28. You can see we got a square root of a negative, but we know how to take care of that now. So I'm going to rewrite it as 2 plus or minus the square root of 28 times negative 1 all over 2. I'm going to rewrite that. The negative 1 is going to be I squared, and then I changed the 28 to 4 times 7, and I did that for a reason. I don't know if those of you could see what I'm trying to do here. Here we go. And I'm going to square root each of the pieces. So I square root the 4 and I bring the 2 out. I square root the I squared and I bring an I out, right? I times I is I squared. I cannot square root the 7 nicely, so I leave it like this. On your answers for the quiz today, I think they're all going to be nice ones, so you won't have to worry about the square root stuff. If we do have square root things, I will ask you to turn it into decimal form. So now I'm at 2 plus or minus 2i times the square root of 7 all over 2. If you notice, there's an awful lot of 2's going on here, so I can divide all that out. 2 divided by 2 is 1. Plus or minus, here's another 2 divided by 2, which is 1. You don't have to write the 1 when you're next to the I here. And then I square root 7. So our problem's over, and the roots for this polynomial are negative 3, 2, 1 plus I square root 7, and 1 minus I square root 7. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 roots, and I have an x to the 4th, so that is correct. That's it for today. There's a quiz to take again. You guys are doing wonderful, by the way. Keep up the good work. Stay healthy and safe. I miss you guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.